Welcome, my friends, to the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. And by the way, today is World Goth Day. So to all my fellow witches and all my goths, happy Goth Day to you. Now, today, we're going to be eating a little light. Witch has to go on a diet. So tonight, I've got some pork loin that's marinating right now in balsamic vinegar and olive oil. It's going to be so good, roasted up in a pan. But what I'm going to do for a side dish is a nice, light Orzo pasta salad. Now, Orzo pasta is tiny little things. They almost look like rice. They're so good and so delicious. And this is packed full of fresh cucumbers and fresh herbs. Makes me hungry just thinking about it. Let's get started. Now, I've got some water boiling right now. Got a little bit of salt. You want to salt your pasta. And a little bit of oil. And then I've got this packet of Orzo pasta. Now, the recipe calls for 3/4 pound. I'm not measuring that shit. I'm just going to dump it all in because this is going to feed us all week. We're going to dump it in, bring it back to a boil, and boil it for 11 minutes until it's al dente, which means to the tooth. Now, while we do that, we're going to prepare some fresh herbs, and I'm going to relearn how to talk. First, I'm going to cut up some cucumbers. Cucumbers? Yes, cucumbers. I love cucumbers. And I'm going to leave the skin on. So for those of you that are horrified about pesticides, if you want to clean your cucumbers, you soak them in a bath for a while with water and vinegar. And vinegar actually cleans them off. So they're perfectly safe to eat. Trust me, I've been doing this for a long time and I haven't got sick yet. Now, as I said, you want to make sure when you're cutting things, if your board doesn't have feet, that you put it on a towel so it doesn't slide around. Now you can dice this or slice it if you want. I like kind of bigger chunks. So we're just going to set our cucumber in a bowl. I don't want to hear shit about my knife skills. I have none. Now, technically, I guess you're supposed to seed the cucumber, but the seeds don't bother me at all, so I'm leaving them in. Now, while we're waiting for the pasta to finish, we're going to whisk together 1/3 cup of lemon juice and 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. This is such a light, bright salad. I really enjoy it. I said light, bright. Did y'all ever play with light, bright when you were kids? I loved that. Ooh, I'm almost out of olive oil. And then we're going to put 2 teaspoons of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper. But I like a little more pepper in mine, so I'm just going to shake it a little bit. Yes, yes. Time to check my pasta. Yep, that shit's done. To your bowl of warm pasta, we're going to put our little lemon olive oil vinaigrette here. And we're going to give this a stir. Toss it all together. You want to do this while the pasta's warm. and we're going to set that aside. Now we're going to come in and we're going to finish with our herbs. Now it's supposed to be a cup of dill, but I just buy one of these packets because I can't find, this is organic dill. It's hard to find just loose dill. So I'm just going to pull it off. You see how I did that? Just kind of break it up a little bit. I love the smell of fresh dill. Oh, dill weed. For all you Beavis and Butthead fans out there, you can never have enough, can you? I have a friend online named Troy that does the perfect Butthead impression. I never get tired of hearing it. Oh, this smells so good. Oh, it just smells wonderful. Seriously, there's just nothing like fresh herbs, is there? So do you have any plans for World Goth Day? Did you wear black to work, my corporate goths? Are you wearing black today? I prefer black every day because it's my favorite color and it makes me happy. To this, we're going to add parsley. Now, I prefer flat leaf Italian parsley. Flat leaf, it maybe not be as pretty as curly leaf parsley, but the flat leaf I find actually has a lot more flavor, so it is my herb of choice. Ooh. I love parsley. I will not be cutting this up into tiny little bits. I love it. I love big pieces of parsley. You can cut yours up if you want to. Do you see how I just twisted the stems off? Now all these gorgeous little leaves. Man, this is so freaking good. So good. If you don't like parsley, you can omit it. But I love it. I think that parsley gets a bad rap. People see it on their plate and they don't know why it's on their plate. Let me tell you why it's on your plate at restaurants. They put parsley on your plate at restaurant because you're supposed to chew it after you eat. Parsley is a natural breath freshener. So there, you've learned something new today. And don't ignore your parsley on your plate. Trust me, everyone in your party will thank you for chewing it. Now that I've got my parsley shredded up, I'm going to add some chopped green onion. Yes, I should have just bought a bunch of green onion and chopped it up myself. Fresh herbs and all that. But I like it this way. And oh my gosh, I love the smell. Woo! Don't throw that in, that's not edible. You can also put a little red onion in if you like. But for me, this much green onion is plenty. I'm just going to mix all these herbs together. This smells so good. Ooh, I had runaway parsley. This really smells delicious. And this is one of our favorite pasta dishes. And then we're just going to dump our herb and cucumber mixture straight into the pasta. Whew. This is a lot. But like I said, this is going to be a great side for the entire week. And just give it a gentle toss. Just make sure it's all mixed in together. You want all that beautiful lemon juice and olive oil to get in with all the herbs. I'm just folding it in. Woo! I just got crazy. Once you have all the herbs and everything tossed in, because you can mix this a little bit harder. The next part is where you want to be a little more gentle. We're going to get just a thing of feta cheese. Now you can get herb feta cheese or whatever, but I think there's enough herbs in here. I'm just going to dump the entire thing in. I love feta cheese. And then you're just going to gently toss this. I actually could have used probably 2 things of feta because this is so big. Now I want more feta, damn it. I love the bit of saltiness that the feta gives it. Just toss it real gentle because you don't really want to break up those curds. And that's all for our ingredients. Now that's a gorgeous pasta that's going to be so delicious. We're going to stick that into the refrigerator and let all the flavors start to marry before dinner time. Yes. Now I'm looking forward to dinner because I love that so much. One of the things that we normally do when we want to have it just as a meal is we go and we buy, to save money, we buy the pre-cooked jumbo shrimp that's frozen. We thaw it out and then toss it in, and it's such a delicious meal. I bet it would also be good with a shredded up rotisserie chicken tossed in there. The possibilities are endless because this is such a versatile salad. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Gothic Witch's Kitchen. I do hope that you have a good goth day today. I'm fixing to go listen to The Cure because Robert Smith calls to me. Yes, yes. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm in the kitchen being diabolical. And I'll see you next week. Goodbye.